Stress is an inevitable part of life, but it doesn't have to control us. By understanding its causes and implementing effective strategies, we can transform stress into a powerful tool for growth. Let's explore proven techniques to manage and reduce stress for a healthier, more balanced life. Stress triggers a cascade of physiological reactions that begin in the brain. When a person perceives a threat, whether physical or emotional, the amygdala sends a distress signal to the hypothalamus. This activates the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal, HPA, axis, prompting the release of corticotropin-releasing hormone CRH. CRH signals the pituitary gland to secrete adrenocorticotropic hormone, ACTH, which travels to the bloodstream to the adrenal glands, stimulating them to produce cortisol, the primary stress hormone. Simultaneously, the sympathetic nervous system activates, causing the adrenal medulla to release adrenaline and noradrenaline. These hormones prepare the body for a fight or flight response. Heart rate increases, pupils dilate, airways expand, and glucose is released into the bloodstream for quick energy. While these responses are adaptive in acute, short-term situations, chronic activation leads to significant health risks. Persistently high cortisol levels can impair immune function, increase blood pressure, and contribute to the development of conditions such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and depression. Cortisol also affects the hippocampus, a brain region involved in memory and emotional regulation. Prolonged exposure can lead to hippocampal atrophy, impairing learning and memory. Additionally, chronic stress reduces the brain's capacity to regulate mood by disrupting neurotransmitter balance, particularly serotonin and dopamine. Sleep disruption is another consequence of ongoing stress. Elevated cortisol in the evening interferes with the release of melatonin, leading to insomnia or poor sleep quality, which further intensifies stress reactivity. Digestive processes are also altered. Blood is diverted away from the stomach and intestines during stress, which can lead to gastrointestinal issues like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. Understanding the physiology of stress is crucial for recognizing its impact on both physical and mental health, and underscores the need for proactive stress management strategies to mitigate these harmful effects. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is one of the most effective psychological approaches for managing stress. It operates on the principle that thoughts, emotions, and behaviors are interconnected, and that altering negative or irrational thought patterns can lead to healthier emotional responses and behaviors. Stress often originates not just from external events, but from how individuals interpret those events. For example, someone facing a tight deadline may think, "I will never finish this on time. I'm going to fail," which leads to anxiety and paralysis. CBT works by helping individuals identify these cognitive distortions, like catastrophizing, black and white thinking, or overgeneralization, and replace them with more realistic, balanced thoughts. The process typically begins with self-monitoring, where individuals track their stress triggers, thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Therapists then use techniques like cognitive restructuring to challenge and reframe unhelpful beliefs. This might involve questioning the evidence behind a thought, exploring alternative interpretations, or evaluating the actual consequences of a feared event. For instance, changing the thought, "I'm terrible at public speaking," to "I've had nervous moments, but I've also communicated clearly before," can significantly reduce anticipatory stress. Behavioral techniques are also central to CBT. Exposure therapy, relaxation training, and activity scheduling are used to break the cycle of avoidance and inactivity that often accompanies stress. By gradually confronting feared situations or establishing structured routines, individuals build confidence and resilience. Problem-solving training is another key component, empowering people to approach stressful situations with structured strategies rather than emotional reactivity. CBT emphasizes skill building, so individuals learn to apply these tools independently in daily life. Studies show that CBT can significantly reduce cortisol levels, improve mood, and enhance coping strategies. Its structured, goal-oriented nature makes it particularly effective for managing chronic stress, workplace pressure, and anxiety-related disorders. Deep breathing and meditation practices are powerful tools for regulating the body's stress response by shifting control from the sympathetic nervous system, responsible for the fight or flight response, to the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes relaxation and recovery. One of the most widely researched methods is diaphragmatic breathing, where deep breaths are drawn into the abdomen rather than the chest. This technique slows the heart rate, lowers blood pressure, and reduces cortisol levels. It also increases heart rate variability, HRV, a marker of the body's resilience to stress. Mindfulness meditation, which involves paying non-judgmental attention to the present moment, has been shown through neuroimaging studies to alter brain structure and function. Regular practice increases gray matter density in areas such as the prefrontal cortex, associated with self-regulation and attention, and decreases activity in the amygdala, the brain's fear and stress center. This structural change contributes to a more measured emotional response to daily challenges. Progressive muscle relaxation, PMR, is another effective technique that involves systematically tensing and then releasing different muscle groups. This process not only relieves physical tension but also builds bodily awareness, helping individuals detect and release stress early. Meditative practices like guided imagery or mantra repetition, such as repeating calming words or sounds, also calm the mind by reducing mental clutter and interrupting ruminative thought loops. Functional MRI scans reveal that long-term meditators show reduced activity in the default mode network, DMN, which is often overactive during stress and linked to worry and self-referential thinking. These techniques are accessible, require no special equipment, and can be practiced anywhere. Even short daily sessions, 5 to 10 minutes, can significantly enhance emotional regulation, focus, and physical well-being. Over time, individuals become more responsive rather than reactive, cultivating a calmer internal state amid external stressors. Time management is a foundational skill for preventing and reducing stress, especially when demands exceed available time or resources. Poor time management often leads to last-minute rushing, missed deadlines, and feelings of being overwhelmed, all which elevate cortisol levels and create chronic stress. Structuring time effectively begins with prioritization. Tools like the Eisenhower Matrix help distinguish between what is urgent and important, enabling individuals to focus on high-impact tasks while delegating or eliminating less critical ones. Setting SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, further enhances clarity and motivation. By breaking larger tasks into manageable steps, individuals can avoid procrastination and track progress, creating a sense of accomplishment and control. Task batching and time blocking, where similar tasks are grouped together or scheduled in focus intervals, reduce cognitive load, and improve efficiency by minimizing context switching. Regularly scheduling breaks, especially using methods like the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of focused work followed by a 5-minute break, helps maintain mental stamina and reduce burnout. These breaks allow the brain to reset and support better concentration over time. Having a well-defined daily or weekly planner also reduces the mental burden of trying to remember tasks, which frees up cognitive space and decreases anxiety. The ability to say no to non-essential commitments is another crucial aspect of time management. Overcommitting out of guilt or fear of missing out often leads to scattered focus and increased stress. Learning to protect personal time and set boundaries ensures more time for self-care, rest, and meaningful activities. Reflection and regular reviews, evaluating what was accomplished, what took more time than expected, and what could be optimized, promote continuous improvement. Mastering time management doesn't just improve productivity. It fosters a greater sense of agency, which directly counters a helplessness that often accompanies stress. Physical exercise is one of the most effective natural strategies for managing stress due to its direct impact on both the body and brain. During exercise, the brain increases the production of endorphins, neurochemicals often referred to as feel-good hormones, which act as natural painkillers and mood elevators. Additionally, exercise boosts levels of other neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, both of which are essential for emotional regulation and stress resilience. Engaging in aerobic activities, such as brisk walking, running, cycling, or swimming stimulates cardiovascular function and improves oxygen flow to the brain. This not only sharpens mental clarity, but also counteracts the fatigue and fog commonly associated with chronic stress. Research shows that regular aerobic exercise reduces overall cortisol levels, the primary stress hormone, and improves the body's ability to regulate it during future stressors. Exercise also serves as a physical outlet for built-up tension. Muscular activity during physical workouts can help release pent-up energy, reducing symptoms of anxiety and irritability. It creates a structured routine, which introduces stability and a sense of control, factors that are often missing during stressful periods. Furthermore, regular physical activity enhances sleep quality, which is closely tied to stress recovery. Improved sleep helps regulate mood, energy levels, and concentration, all of which are affected by chronic stress. Strength training and yoga offer additional benefits. Resistance training helps reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety, while yoga combines movement with breath control and mindfulness, creating a holistic stress-reducing experience. Consistent exercise also improves self-image and self-esteem, as individuals begin to feel stronger and more capable. This increased confidence contributes to emotional resilience and the perception of stressors as manageable challenges rather than threats. Even moderate physical activity for 20 to 30 minutes a few times a week can create significant psychological and physiological benefits. Nutrition plays a critical role in managing stress, as the brain and body require specific nutrients to function optimally during times of high pressure. The gut-brain connection is a key factor in this relationship. The gut contains more than 100 million nerve cells and produces over 90% of the body's serotonin, a neurotransmitter that significantly impacts mood regulation. A diet rich in whole, nutrient-dense food supports both gut health and the brain's ability to manage stress. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in foods like fatty fish, salmon, sardines, walnuts, and flax seeds, are essential for reducing inflammation and supporting brain function. Studies have shown that omega-3s can lower levels of cortisol and help combat symptoms of anxiety and depression. Similarly, magnesium, present in leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and legumes, plays a vital role in stress reduction by regulating the body's stress response. Magnesium helps to balance cortisol levels and has a calming effect on the nervous system. Probiotics, found in fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi, contribute to a healthy gut microbiome, which in turn supports mental health. An imbalance in gut bacteria has been linked to increased anxiety and stress, while a diverse and balanced microbiome can improve mood and reduce inflammation. Fiber-rich foods, such as whole grains, fruits, and vegetables, also support gut health by promoting regular digestion and reducing gut permeability, which can contribute to chronic stress if disrupted. Vitamins B6, B12, and folate are crucial for the synthesis of neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. Deficiencies in these vitamins can exacerbate stress and anxiety. In contrast, a balanced diet that includes adequate amounts of these vitamins helps to maintain a stable mood. Hydration is another important factor. Dehydration can elevate cortisol levels and impair cognitive function, further increasing stress. Consuming a well-balanced diet that supports both physical and mental health can be a powerful tool in managing stress. Social support networks play a crucial role in managing stress, as human beings are inherently social creatures who thrive on connection. The presence of supportive friends, family, or colleagues can provide emotional, psychological, and even physical benefits during stressful times. Social interactions trigger the release of oxytocin, a hormone that counteracts the effects of cortisol, the stress hormone. Oxytocin fosters feelings of safety, trust, and bonding, which help reduce the physiological symptoms of stress, such as high blood pressure and increased heart rate. Having a strong social network enables individuals to express their emotions, share concerns, and gain perspective on stressful situations. This emotional release not only helps to process stress, but also prevents the buildup of anxiety and isolation. Talking to someone who is empathetic or who has experienced similar challenges can provide reassurance and offer practical advice on how to cope with stress more effectively. The quality of social interactions is just as important as the quantity. Positive, meaningful relationships are more beneficial than numerous shallow connections. A small circle of close friends or family members who offer empathy, validation, and support can provide a sense of belonging and reduce feelings of loneliness or isolation. Conversely, toxic relationships can exacerbate stress, so it's important to nurture healthy, supportive bonds while distancing oneself from negative influences. Social support also enhances resilience by offering a sense of community and shared experience. It fosters a collective approach to problem solving, encouraging individuals to view challenges as manageable rather than overwhelming. Engaging in activities that promote connection, such as joining a support group or spending quality time with loved ones, can significantly buffer against the adverse effects of stress, promoting emotional well-being and resilience in the face of life's challenges. In today's digital age, constant exposure to screens and poor sleep habits have become significant contributors to stress. A digital detox and maintaining healthy sleep hygiene are critical steps in managing stress effectively. The overuse of screens, especially before bed, disrupts the body's natural circadian rhythm. The blue light emitted from smartphones, tablets, and computers suppresses the production of melatonin, a hormone responsible for regulating sleep. As a result, individuals often experience difficulty falling asleep, reduced sleep quality, and feelings of fatigue the following day, all of which can exacerbate stress. A digital detox involves consciously limiting screen time, particularly in the hour or two before bedtime. This practice allows the brain to unwind naturally and prepare for restful sleep. Reducing screen time during the day, particularly social media, can also lower stress by minimizing exposure to information overload, comparison anxiety, and negative content. Replacing screen time with activities, such as reading, journaling, or engaging in physical activity, can help individuals recharge mentally and emotionally. Sleep hygiene is equally important for stress management. Developing a consistent sleep schedule by going to bed and waking up at the same time each day helps regulate the body's internal clock. Creating a restful environment, such as keeping the bedroom cool, dark, and quiet, supports better sleep quality. Avoiding caffeine or heavy meals late in the day also promotes more restful sleep. Adequate sleep enhances cognitive function, mood regulation, and physical health, all of which are essential for coping with stress. By taking proactive steps to manage screen time and improve sleep hygiene, individuals can significantly reduce stress levels and improve overall well-being. Gratitude and journaling are powerful practices for managing stress, as they shift the focus from negative thoughts to positive experiences, fostering a more balanced emotional state. Gratitude helps individuals recognize and appreciate the positive aspect of their lives, no matter how small they may seem. By intentionally focusing on what is going well, people can break the cycle of rumination and anxiety that often accompanies stress. Regularly practicing gratitude has been shown to increase happiness, reduce stress, and improve overall mental health by rewiring the brain to focus on positive experiences. Journaling complements gratitude practices by offering an outlet for expressing thoughts and emotions. Writing down feelings can serve as a form of emotional release, reducing the intensity of stress and preventing it from becoming overwhelming. Journaling also provides clarity and insight, helping individuals understand the sources of their stress and how they can address them. By regularly reflecting on daily experiences, people can track patterns in their thoughts and behaviors, allowing them to identify triggers and make necessary changes. Gratitude journaling, in particular, involves writing down things that one is thankful for each day. This simple practice has been found to increase positive emotions, improve sleep quality, and enhance resilience to stress. People who engage in gratitude journaling experience greater optimism and a sense of well-being, which helps them better cope with stressful situations. Additionally, journaling encourages mindfulness, as it requires individuals to be present and reflect on their experiences. The act of writing helps clear mental clutter, allowing for greater emotional processing and clarity. Whether through gratitude lists or reflective journaling, these practices promote a healthier mindset, reduce stress, and foster a greater sense of control and peace. When stress becomes chronic or overwhelming, seeking professional help is essential for managing effectively. Mental health professionals, such as psychologists, therapists, or counselors, are trained to provide strategies and interventions that address the root causes of stress, whether they are related to work, relationships, or personal challenges. Therapy offers a safe space to explore emotions, process difficult experiences, and develop healthier coping mechanisms. One of the most effective therapeutic approaches for stress management is acceptance and commitment therapy, ACT, which focuses on helping individuals accept their feelings rather than trying to avoid or suppress them. ACT encourages people to live in alignment with their values, even in the presence of difficult emotions, promoting psychological flexibility and resilience. Another valuable therapy is dialectical behavior therapy, DBT, which combines cognitive behavioral techniques with mindfulness strategies to help individuals regulate their emotions, manage stress, and improve relationships. DBT is particularly helpful for those who experience intense emotional reactions to stressors and need strategies for tolerating distress in the moment. Therapists can also teach relaxation techniques, such as deep breathing or progressive muscle relaxation, which help activate the body's relaxation response. In some cases, medication may be prescribed to help manage symptoms of stress-related disorders, such as anxiety or depression. Psychiatrists can provide the necessary guidance for medication management, ensuring that it is used in conjunction with other therapeutic practices. In addition to traditional therapy, support groups offer an opportunity to connect with others facing similar challenges. Sharing experiences and learning from others can foster a sense of community and reduce feelings of isolation. Seeking professional help, whether through individual therapy, group counseling, or medication, is a vital part of addressing stress and ensuring long-term emotional well-being. Managing stress is not just about reacting to its symptoms, but about proactively building resilience and adopting healthy habits. By integrating strategies such as mindfulness, exercise, proper time management, and seeking professional help when necessary, we can regain control over our emotional and physical well-being. Remember, stress is a natural response, but with the right tools and mindset, it can be transformed into a catalyst for personal growth and improved health.